Hello friends, welcome to the Plant Science Forum. Now in this video, we are going to discuss about economic and ecological importance of bryophytes. First, let's discuss about the economic importance of bryophytes. First, we are going to discuss about the sphagnum and its peat. The peat is a partially decomposed vegetative matter which is compressed and carbonized under the pressure. Now this peat which is formed from the sphagnum, it is utilized as a fuel. The ethyl alcohol is also produced by the process of fermentation. Nitrate, brown dye, and tanning material they are also produced from the bryophyte sphagnum. The peat moss is used in the surgical dressing because of its absorbent nature and it possesses antiseptic properties. This sphagnum moss is also utilized in the packing of fruits, fishes, meat, etc. in the cold storage. In this image, you can see the sphagnum moss, and later on, after drying, there is a brown peat formation. Now, in the below, you can see the peat blocks as a fuel, which is a compressed carbon material. This is also utilized as a packing material, as you can see in the carton box. And later on, you can see the various uh, industrial and medical applications of sphagnum. Now let's talk in particular about the medicinal uses broadly with respect to the bryophytes. Before that we have discussed only with respect to specifically sphagnum. Now in general with respect to bryophytes. Here the Markensia polymorpha is used to cure pulmonary tuberculosis and affliction of liver. So in another use, extracts of some species of Markensia and Polytrichum communi, it has the anti-tumor properties. Another significant application is the uh, formation of tea by using Polytrichum communi, which is used to dissolve kidney and gallbladder stone. Again, the sphagnum peat forms the sphagnol, which is a tar which is used in skin diseases, and the aqueous extract of Conocephalum, which is a bryophyte, it is used in the Candida albicans. Candida albicans, it is a fungus. And when the skin shows the infection by Candida albicans, the aqueous extract of Conocephalum species is used to get remedy. Now in this image, you can see the various bryophytes which has its application in the medicinal sector, such as Markensia polymorpha, Polytrichum communi, sphagnum you are aware of, and the Conocephalum species which has application in remedying the skin condition or the skin infection caused by Candida albicans. So likewise, there are several applications, medicinal applications of bryophytes. But when we are talking about the food, it is very unlikely or the application of bryophyte as a food is very rare. But still, sphagnum is used as a famine food in the China, and there are reports of some English birds they are using moss as a regular diet, and animals also consume bryophyte as a food. But still, as compared to other plant material, the application of bryophyte as a food is very rare. Now let's talk about the ecological importance of bryophytes. Now first is the soil conservation. These mosses, bryophytes, they grows very densely and forms a mat or carpet in the forest. You can see the mat or carpet formed by these bryophytes in the forest. The underground rhizoids, they penetrate deep up to 6 to 8 inches and prevent the soil erosion. In the last image you can see the relative length of rhizoids as compared to the bryophyte plant body. So you can imagine how strictly, how firmly they hold the soil when they cover the entire forest surface or substratum as a mat or carpet. So because of such advantage, they conserve the soil. Now, soil formation and vegetative cover. The lichens and the mosses, they plays a very important role in this phenomenon. Lichen forms the soil particles in a rock crevices which result in the formation of fertile soil, and on that fertile soil there is a development of mosses, and because of which Another more amount of organic matter is added over the rock surface, and slowly there is a development of vegetative cover. In the image you can see the upper part shows the barren rock, and on that there is a lichens. Slowly lichen dies and they added to the organic matter on the rock surface, and they get penetrate inside the rock crevices. Likewise, it forms a suitable substratum which is rich in the organic material for the development of bryophytes and subsequently to the higher plant community. And so slowly they develop a vegetative cover. Likewise, you can see in this image, uh, here you can see it begins with the exposed rock, that means the barren land. Slowly there is a development of lichens and mosses, and subsequently when it forms the r- substratum rich in the organic matter, there is a development of annual weeds, shrubs, and the small trees, and at last there is a climax plant community. So likewise, the bryophytes in combination with the lichens, they form a stable plant community. Similar phenomenon is a bog succession, or you can say bogland succession. Only the thing is that when we refer bog succession, that means we are talking about the wetland condition where the peat is accumulated, it get deposit and the dead plants material on the floor of water body. So here when we are talking about the box succession, we are particularly or the significantly talking about the mosses. Plant remains preserved in the sides acid sediments, which provide a precise picture of successional changes, that how wetland is converted into a climax forest community. The peat moss, it forms a thick mat over the water body or the surface. Substantially, the suitable substratum develops to form a climax forest community. You can understand this by looking at this image. Here you can see initially there is a water body, a wetland condition. Slowly there is a deposition of organic matter, or the you can say peat moss, and the various bryophytic community along with the silting, which is represented here in yellow color. And slowly this yellow color increases, that means organic matter bryophytes and their acid sedimentation increases, and this wetland is get covered with the complete organic matter and silting of soil. Likewise, there is a development of climax community. Another application is bryophyte as a rock builders. Now some mosses like bryum, this grow in association with the algae Chara. In the image you can see first image is a Chara and another is the side to it is a bryum. Now they grow in a shallow water condition which is rich in calcium carbonate. Now this mosses brings about the decomposition of bicarbonate ions, and by decomposition they remove the carbon dioxide, and what remains is the calcium mineral. Now this calcium mineral get deposited around the plants. Now in the last image you can see the mineral deposition around the plants, which ultimately result in the formation of rocks. So slowly with passage of time there is a decomposition of bicarbonate ions and deposition of calcium ions on the plant body, and this rock body, it get larger and larger. So this is how there are various application of bryophytes. I hope you understood the topic. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Thank you.